Yes, y'all. Welcome to
Stays Crunchy and Milk.
If you have opinions or queries you wish to share, we have multiple ways to be reached. The email address for the show is podcast@stayscrunchyandmilk.com. On Twitter, it's at skimpod, SKIMPOD.
Stays Crunchy.
And if you're feeling froggy, go on and jump into our voicemail line at 216-3028-POD. That's 216-302-8763. The show can be heard on Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Stitcher Radio, TuneIn Radio, Spotify, and as always at our website, stayscrunchyandmilk.com.
Stays Crunchy.
Please rate, review, subscribe, and share the show on your own social media feeds. And if you want to get at us directly, feel free to reach out via our personal Twitter.
Stays.
It's at Tatum216, Lunchbox2099, The Real ODP, and I'm your host, Tabrail713.
Stays Crunchy and Milk.
I love these renderings. Look at Takashi sitting there like, oh man.
the court what is they called? The artist interpretation or whatever the hell it is.
Yeah.
It's always a delight.
I used to love. What was that one show on PBS where the dude used to be telling a story, and like he would be drawing it at the same time. It was like a dude with a mustache, and then like I used to love that show. I don't even know what the name of that show was.
Sit there and make the art happen while he's telling the tale.
Yeah, I mean it wasn't a moving picture like Reading Rainbow, but it still sucked you in.
I saw a tweet from one of the voice actors on Arthur was saying peace out. Arthur's leaving after 24 years. So
I can't believe that shit been on for 24 years.
Yeah.
It's still been on this whole time?
Yeah.
I guess so.
You could have been watching fresh episodes of Arthur this whole time.
I don't know.
I mean, hey, what a wonderful kind of day, you know what I'm saying? We can learn to walk and play and get along with each other.
Dora Winifred out in these streets. It was fun. Like, I used to remember reading those books when I was little. Mm-hmm. And I remember, like, just, it's funny, like, with Peanuts and, a lot of other things, but, like, how, it got better, mm-hmm. or, they started drawing it better. Did they start, like, farming that shit out? Like, the Charles Schultz, because them first crudely drawn Peanuts are not the same as the ones.
Now, I've been, oddly enough, a comic I read all the time, Penny Arcade, which is a webcomic. Mm-hmm. They're celebrating their 20th anniversary, which is so strange because I definitely have been reading Penny Arcade for 20 goddamn years. Mm-hmm. And to watch what he started at and to see where he is now, it's a substantial difference. He just got better as time went on. So possibly, I don't know that, but I'm saying possibly movies just got better as time went on.
That's true.
They dial it in, and they see another art style. Like for a minute, he liked the art style of Ren and Stimpy art style. He's like, I've been trying to get more. I forgot who Ren and Stimpy that dude's name is, but I've been trying to get more of his different style to give the characters a bit more animation, even though they're stills, even though they're drawn still. So it's like might just be artists, just fuck with other artists, seeing other people's work. Like, I like what you did there, man. Let me see if I can pull that off from my look. Can't say for sure, but I know in this particular instance, to watch what that comic started at, to watch what it is, has been just a delight. Because you always see something like they draw something different, like, oh, you drew dude's hair different this time. That's interesting. Oh yeah, like the hair that went from like just like this to like this long comb effect, like a goddamn bird or something. So who knows? But I like the thing.
Same thing with the Simpsons. I guess they got better over the years.
Oh, for sure. They just like voice. Old Homer.
Yeah.
Frosted chocolate milkshakes.
Yeah, and now he went from dough to dough. Yeah, it was a bit throatier and but I'm quite sure that probably has something to do with doing that shit over and over and over again too.
Just getting your stuff down, and it's funny because I can hear Harry Shearer and Dan Dan Castellaneta, whenever they do voiceover work anywhere else, I can pick out, like, there you go right there, Harry Shearer, because Harry Shearer's voice is always Skinner. This is what he sounds like. Like, I don't know if you've been to the show, Le Show, right, on Sundays. Come on, after This American Life.
Hey, I don't know
if it still does.
I don't think it did. Yeah.
And so I'm like, oh yeah, that's Skinner out here. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. Like, I think, I'm not sure, but, doing a voice that puts more strain on your voice, has to change the way you do it. Like, maybe it's like, I'm gonna do something a little different that's not so harsh on my voice.
Julie Kavner just sounds like that. You know what I'm saying? She ain't really doing a lot different from Mars.
No, she doesn't. She sounds exactly like that.
I feel like she pitches up slightly, but that's about it.
My special little guy.
Homie.
Yeah.
All right, well, it's Stay Searching Books, episode 274, and I'm asking you tonight, leave that 9 to 5 up on the shelf and just enjoy yourself and groove Let the madness in the music get to you. Life ain't so bad at all if you live it off the wall. We in this beast.
Was that a original piece, or what the hell was it?
That is, of course, Off the Wall by Michael Jackson. I would tell you Michael Jackson wrote it, but I don't think he did. Quincy Jones wrote a lot of that album, and lots of other people did. So Mike probably got in there and did something, but I'm not saying he put it all down on that paper.
I wonder how much money, like, the writers and stuff get. Like,
a lot. In most situations, they have ownership of the song, or at least partial ownership of it. Mm-hmm. So it's almost always a split.
Yeah, like people like Neo, like he wanted to sing for himself, but like he mostly got paid off of writing stuff. Like that's the same.
Faith Evans used to write for everybody, and I think does it again. I think she's back around to writing for people. Missy used to write for everybody and their mama. Yeah, it's like these are people who
Candy Burrs.
Who
Dallas Austin probably still don't gotta do nothing. Jermaine, like most of the people, like
now what about the people who sing for other people? Like, did they get up for lip syncers?
Some situations.
We gotta get a perfect example. Sheryl Crow. We was just listening to her. She did background singing forever for everybody, and then she wanted to be like, let me go out on my own now.
You have lots of people who are.
I meant a lot more like Milli Vanilli.
No.
Oh, well, one of them is dead, so.
Well, a lot of people are known as session performers, and so they literally are, like I said, they just stuff you hear in the background. Like, for years, Luther Vandross was a session singer for years before he came out on his own.
Yeah, he was one of the singers on Sesame Street.
Yeah, so. But, yeah, people own publishing, and like I said, most publishing is split between the writer and so forth, and then people, like, samples get paid for, and the like, so. There's a lot of money to be had in music. It's not a lot of money given to musicians, which is kind of sucky. Which is why, like I said, people end up writing their own shit or producing their own shit or just keeping their publishing. Like I said, a lot of people like, I know it's like Puffy, the fact that Puffy took Big's publishing and he knew what that meant was always shitty to me. It's like, bruh, just lend him a couple of dollars instead. But I don't know. I can't go. Like the way he put it out there, like he was so close to Big, and they were such tight friends. Like, but he did take his publisher. So
yeah, I think. I mean, yes, he probably took his publisher, but that was probably the way he was taught. He was because was he under Andre Harrell?
Yeah, under
he was taught by the best taker in the world. Maybe that was all he knew at that point. Maybe I mean, but you know, at the same time, even with like Puff, Master P, like it's just certain moguls who never keep their artists because they never treat them right. Yeah. Like even Birdman, like it seems like the ones who are known to have the most flash as you know, as the moguls, the head of companies. It seems like they never keep artists, and artists are always end up unhappy. Yeah. I mean, it seemed like with Kanye West. From the beginning, they just wanted him as an in-house producer. Yeah. They signed him as a producer. If you rap, hey, go ahead and rap. Because I think the first song he was on was Show Me the Bounce. What's the name of it? It's called The Bounce. His rap name, it does not even ask Kanye West on that song. It's something else. Like, but they was just like put him on a couple songs to keep him happy. Like, keep on making beats until, you know, until like this is over. Because like, hey, you're making good beats right now. Yeah. I don't think you're a good rapper, but we'll just keep you around. But yeah, the music industry is something.
Whatever happened to Jermaine Dupri?
Whatever happened to him?
Because I was listening to something on my playlist the other day, and I heard that so deaf.
Well, I know he was doing a show.
I think it was a Lil Bow Wow song. Actually, now that I think about it.
The song with him, Ciara. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think he's still, you know, probably living off that, but he was doing a show maybe 2 years ago, maybe even last year, like with the next up and coming little kid rapper.
I love that Google calls him an American rapper because that's not what you
mean. Did he ever marry Janet, or did that get called off before it ever became official?
Yeah, they broke up a long time ago.
But I mean, they were engaged, weren't they?
I don't know if they were engaged, but they were probably pretty. They were together for a while.
Whenever I think of him, I think of the Brat.
Tat tat tat.
I didn't know that she did a bid.
Oh yeah, she went to jail. I don't know what she went to jail for, but she was in there for a little bit.
Well, I know one of them was assault.
Whoa.
Because when I would listen to terrestrial radio in the car on the way to work, I haven't done that in a while, but I would flip back and forth between like the local sports station, a couple of the pop hit stations, and then I had 107.9 on there, which is, for lack of a better term, the black radio station in town. And,
well, the black hip hop station. 93 is the other black station.
the black R&B station. So like the Ricky Smiley show is on in the morning, and she's like
she's on that show.
There. So when I heard her the one day, I was like, shit, man, I remember you doing some stuff back in the 90s when I was a kid. I wonder what happened to you during that time that I didn't know you still existed. So I got to work the one day, and I pulled it up on Wikipedia, and I was like, oh, shit.
How long was she in? For 2 years?
I'll have to go back to the notes, because I looked this up a while ago. I think part of it was like assault, and then there might have been like some tax evasion or something.
Assault and tax evasion? She assaulted her tax attorney? Like, you did what, my money?
I guess Jermaine managed Mariah for a good chunk. Up until, looks like...
I would think was the better part of her career. Like that whole So Def era with You'll Always Be My Baby. And
Okay. So in 2001, DeBrat pled guilty to misdemeanor reckless conduct after she battered a woman with a rum bottle during a dispute over VIP seating in an Atlanta nightclub in 2000.
A close fight.
In 2007, DeBrat was involved in an altercation that ended in an assault at a Halloween party at Studio 72 nightclub in Atlanta. DeBrat initially argued with the hostess, and when the hostess walked away to talk to her manager, DeBrat attacked her from behind, striking her in the face with a rum bottle. Man, she loves them rum bottle assaults. DeBrat entered a guilty plea to aggravated assault charges. She was sentenced to 3 years in prison, 7 years of probation, and 200 hours of community service. In 2010, she was temporarily released from prison as part of a work release program after serving 21 months. On February 28, 2011, Jermaine Dupri announced that DeBrat was officially released from prison, completing her sentence. Her civil trial stemming from the 2007 altercation commenced on February 2014. On February 28, 2014, a civil trial jury awarded ex-NFL cheerleader Shayla Stevens, the assault victim, $6.4 million to cover her injuries and past and future loss of earnings. So that means she fucked her face up with that bottle.
Oh, wow.
Okay. The rat-tat-tat-tat-ass. Jermaine Dupri apparently hosts a show called The Rap Game on Lifetime.
Yes.
I don't know if it's still on, but that's what he was doing for a little bit. And in 2018, he was inducted into the Nashville Songwriters Hall of Fame. So he is a...
DeBrat is the younger half-sister of actress and former model
Lisa Ray, yes.
Yeah, that's old school.
And she is Lisa Ray's sister. And back in those days before she went to jail, she was in a couple what I would call urban men's magazines layouts looking THICC.
Yeah, she be in like King and all them Johnson back then.
Yeah, she was King and maybe even Smooth. I don't remember it was with a TH or a VE, but you know.
Man, I thought Jermaine Dupri was older than this. This dude's only 46.
Yeah.
And apparently he broke up with Janet Jackson almost 9 years ago, so I'm well out of the game.
I think not too long ago, maybe even like right after she broke up with the dude, they got back together for a little bit, like very recently.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I never take much stock into what Wikipedia says someone's net worth is, because how the fuck do they really know?
Yeah.
But I would have thought for like how much shit Jermaine Dupri had his mitts in when I was younger, that he'd have more than a net worth of $5 million.
It might just be shit he keep on paper on the humble, you know what I'm saying?
But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe that's at this point, but let's see. So he had
just with
Crisscross.
Yeah. Crisscross, Mariah doing, like I said, Mariah's heyday.
He had what's the Escape?
Says he has worked with and produced for Crisscross, Mariah Carey, Usher, Jay-Z, Nelly, Monica, Migos, DeBrat, Escape, Janet Jackson, TLC, Aretha Franklin, Ludacris, Alicia Keys, and Bow Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, and most of those, like, except for Migos, like, have been like 5 years removed at least.
Jay-Z's kind of timeless at this point.
Yeah, but I'm saying like 5 years away from money. like that. What?
Well, didn't Mariah just drop a new album like last week?
She did drop on Friday.
Yeah, but I'm saying like. Did he get a taste of that though?
I mean, probably not. I mean, maybe he's got like
money ain't
an agreement with Ludacris where he gets some of that Fast and the Furious money.
Money and the Thing was out at least 15 years ago now. Maybe even longer.
Oh, yeah, I remember that song.
Yeah, Money and the Thing is super ass old. Like, I'm glad he still has $5 million because that stuff.
Money and the Thing.
Yeah, is. Well, that came out in 1994.
I'm looking. With Jay-Z?
Yeah.
1997.
Oh, 1997.
So 21 years ago.
Yeah. So, I'm glad he was able to hang on to the $5 million because, like, come on, Crisscross. I know I was in elementary school when when Jump came out.
Yeah, when that came out, I think I was in 2nd or 3rd grade because I remember we were like having gym class in the gymnasium in Marion Sterling, talking about like people wearing their pants backwards.
Oh yeah, that morning we was all like, we gonna wear our gym clothes backwards because we had dress code, so our pants were pretty tight. So wearing the backwards probably wasn't an option.
Yeah.
But, it was like, when we change our gym clothes, we're going to wear our gym pants backwards. And we did. But it really didn't make a difference because, like, those pants the drawstring is just in the back, maybe. But
you would know if it looked any different anyway. So that's what's on there.
Yeah, when I was little, I really, my mother wouldn't let me do it. I wanted to get a high top fade, but I wanted the blonde on top. She's like, you can't do that. I was like, shit.
What is that, the Kwame?
Yeah, or whoever, like Kwame and, I don't know, everybody at that time, or Kid and Play. I wanted like the top half of my box, red or yellow or something.
My thing, like, I was always curious about that. Because, like, it looks so thick from afar.
So it's translucent when you get up close.
No, but, like, so I would think that, like, it doesn't move a lot. Mm-hmm. So how does, like, what's bedhead like for that? Like, when that dude goes to sleep at night, like Kid and Play.
Yeah.
How does he, like, wake up and, like, is it still, like, firm? Or does he gotta, like, reshape? Or how does that work?
You probably gotta pick it out. It probably just, probably just push in. Like, literally push in.
Because, I mean, I know when I go to bed and I wake up in the morning what my fucking ratty hair looks like. Mm-hmm. So, like, something that looks that structured. Like, I can't imagine what it's like to wake up and have to restructure that.
Yeah. You just gotta pick it out.
Yeah, that's just the fro. It's literally
and like when you rich, like I remember reading like Source magazines, like Nas gets his hair cut every day. Yeah. Like he probably got a dude that's like, it's 12 in the afternoon, it's time to get my shape up, and he probably pick it out and take the...
Well, like, yeah, I mean, like, I've seen, like, videos for, like, the Browns where they do, like, off-season stuff. Mm-hmm. And the one video, the dude we got from the Packers, Demarius Randall, he was, like, doing, like, an interview with them. And then, like, his barber showed up at the house and, like, just cut his hair in the bathroom or whatever. Like,
yeah. And that gotta be pretty ballers, like, having a barber
we gotta
come
wrap
to...
this up. My barber's on his way.
Yeah.
Speaking of Puff used to keep his... I remember in an interview or whatever, and it's like, this is my barber. He comes with me everywhere. Like, literally at that point, he's like, and they're like, really? And people of course, looking like, what do you mean? He goes, look, bro, I am who I am, and I have to always be just fresh. I mean, just like, what I'm saying? Just perfect, you know what I'm saying? Because that's who Puff is. I mean, everywhere he be, there's an expectation of what he is. And it was never going to be anything
So he has a staff.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now, say, like, he throws a party. Mm-hmm. Is the staff allowed to attend the party, or do they got to wait in, like, the staff quarters of the house?
I mean, situational, probably, like, depending on who it is. Some staff might be working the party.
Yeah.
But, I mean, like, the barber. Like, Puff Daddy's not going to get his hair cut during the party.
Yeah.
No, before...
So, like, does the barber get to hang out and, like,
maybe
pop a bottle of Ciroc and, like, yuck it up with DJ Khaled?
I don't know about yucking it up with DJ Khaled, but DJ Khaled's barber, yes.
Yeah, they probably
go swap stories.
Yeah, man.
DJ Khaled had me shaving his back the other day.
Not that, just like, how did you get that line so crisp? Oh, I just read about it this somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm saying barbers be on that shit. So I don't know if you like ever chatted with your barber, but a lot of barbers are like, they really try to keep their
We talk, but not about like hair. I mean, I'm not a fucking barber, so I'm sitting in the chair just waiting on him to do his shit. Like,
I'm always interested. That's
the thing. He asked me questions like, "Oh, do you want?" I'm like, "Dog, you're the professional. You just make it work."
Yeah, maybe that's cultural because like me and my barber talk about everything.
We do.
Like I've had the same barber since I was 16 years old.
Yeah.
Well, I just recently picked my barber within the last year and a half.
Yeah, but like, is it still cultural because like you go to a white barbershop, right?
Yeah, but the dude who cuts my hair is Puerto Rican.
Okay, there's different kinds of Puerto Ricans.
What
kind of Puerto Rican is it?
He likes wrestling. He's kind of
Okay,
He
so
insult-
when,
he
so when he
insults
does his
people without
loan,
listening.
what box does he check when he does his loan? Does he do Hispanic or white Hispanic?
He looks white Hispanic.
Okay, all right.
He's light-skinned Hispanic.
Okay. Yeah.
He's sort of like Gabe hanging out by the water pool Hispanic.
Okay.
Except he's got like, curly hair, like he's got the Hispanic haircut, but like
Yeah, but if he wearing...
he's
you
like,
know,
I could pass for a lawyer.
on a Saturday night when he wearing that Cleveland Indians hat, nobody knows, right?
Lord knows.
It's like, how many times were you at the barbershop? How many people come in and try to sell you stuff?
Never.
Yep, there you go.
I mean, yeah, it's a white barbershop. The dude who owns it is an old white army vet. Like,
Yeah,
he specializes in
you
buzz
got
cuts.
it's a bunch of bottles of blue shit with combs in it.
No, actually, I was shocked.
Oh,
But they do have like that stand that looks like like old as shit, like it's from the 50s,
Yeah.
with like the paper cardboard cutout. And it's got like the $1 like hand combs on it and shit.
Oh.
And like every time I go in there, there's a couple more missing. And I'm like, dude, people actually buy that shit? And the barber's like, I don't know, man. Like,
yeah. My barbershop, like I don't go on Saturdays anymore because usually I spend time with my family that day. But and I gotta be honest. I miss weeks all the time because it's like, let's Saturday and Sunday. Saturday we're going to the museum, and Sunday I gotta clean our house.
it is a multicultural barbershop, though.
Yeah.
I have seen black people in there. I've seen white people in there. I've seen Puerto Rican people in there. Like I've seen like
The old
gay
the
people.
old man cut black people. there?
Yeah, and they actually came in like asking for him. I was shocked. I was like, damn.
Can I
I'm
see
like,
Thomas?
Like, he fucks my hair up all the time. Like, I can't believe that y'all letting him do this.
Probably 'cause-
I even told my barber when I went in there like 2.5 weeks ago for him to cut my hair. I was like, I know my hair isn't as long as like you might have thought. But I was like, I came in here like a month ago and you weren't here. And I'm like, and I needed a haircut bad, but I didn't trust your boy over there to do it right, so I only had him do a touch up.
Yeah, it's one of those things like you got to be like sometimes my barber get too drunk on Saturday and then can't cut my hair on Sunday, and I'll be like, that's okay. I don't trust my hair with nobody else.
Yeah, I know I had like a not recent enough at this point, probably about a year now, recent barber firing. I had to go and just let my
Tim?
barber go. Yeah, I had to let Tim go.
Damn.
Tim takes too long.
Yeah,
Tim is a perfectionist, and I love Tim for it. And your hair would always be great, but it should not take me hours to get a general haircut and a beard cleaned up. You know what I'm saying? So I came across another barbershop over in Tremont, and I went there and had him cut my hair, and then I had him do Xander's hair. And he's real good at it. And he's like, look, man, just call me, make an appointment, and you always good with me. Ever since then, that's my man Lance at Cut Team over in Tremont. If y'all in the Cleveland area need a haircut, he cut everybody's hair. Nice.
Yeah.
First thing, when I walked in the first time, he's cutting a white person's hair. Turns out it was a doctor from Metro.
It's Lakewood.
if he's a doctor at Metro, he's a black dude. So
He was in Tremont, so
he's like, yeah, I took out some bullets last night.
It's Lakewood East.
yeah. So
He got a chain with like 6 bullets on it, like all the ones he took out.
That's because he walked through Lincoln Park.
Oh, okay.
But he's been real good. And that's the thing. Like I said, I'll text him and be like, what do you got going on this day? And he'll be like, I can't do it this day, but this day. And I'm like, all right. And I say the time, and it's never been a problem. I ain't never walked in that bitch, and it's like, it's somebody in the seat, or I'm sitting there waiting. It's like, you said 11:30 your spot. I'm like,
Well,
thank you, man.
I put up with all types of bullshit with my barber. Like this, some of it was my fault because I came a little late because I had to make sure I got some cash.
Yeah.
But it was like it was some.
That's not to just interrupt you, but that's another thing that's dope about Lance. Lance got a square reader on the bottom of his phone. He take card. That shit, it's just dope to have that option.
Yeah, I need to like just crack that 2019. I'm not gonna say I'm gonna leave my barber, but I'll look for a backup because they opened up a barbershop down the street from my house, and the boys got a different barber than I do.
Yeah.
And he was like, "When you gonna let me cut your hair?" I'm like, "Never." I haven't told him that though, but it's like I just can't do it.
Yeah.
I think he
You
cuts the
build a
boys' hair.
relationship with someone, you get comfortable, and like you don't want to change.
Yeah.
Like one of y'all need to die before this shit stops.
Yeah, and I'm like, my barber, he's like maybe 45. He still act like he's 17.
Mm-hmm.
He's 45.
Well, but I mean, like
That's Tim's problem.
you feel like comfortable with it because I mean, you're so used to how he makes you feel like you look.
Yeah.
That like that's just who you are now.
Yeah.
It's hard to try and change.
I don't even.
That's why, like, I finally settled on actually going to a barber, and like, I really, when I decided to give up control of trimming my own beard because I used to do it myself, and I just don't want to do it anymore. So like, and I'm not gonna go to some grandma best cuts for that kind of shit.
Like I kind of want to try. Like I wish I could like be like a Play-Doh thing and just push my hair out so I could just give like a best
That's
cut.
what it feels like, man.
Yeah.
When I trimmed up a little bit this morning, like I had to like clear some stubble and trim my mustache and my eyebrows and stuff. And when I looked down on the sink when I was done, I was like, shit, all that came off of me this morning because I barely did anything.
Your mustache sharp as shit right now too, bro. Sharp as creases.
Oh yeah,
so
when we were
clean.
coming up the escalator, I could see the line on your sideburn.
Yeah, I feel like it's a big waste of hair what they do with all that hair. They could be making pillows or some shit with that.
Dude, like I look at the mats in the barbershop I go to, and it's like it's not even a mat anymore; it's just fuzzy.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Like you gotta sweep that off, little homie.
I don't even think there is any sweeping it off anymore. I think it's like molded to the mat.
Yeah, they probably need a new one.
It's getting on that time, people. Happy Thanksgiving. As you'll get this episode on Thanksgiving Day. Actually, probably get the day before Thanksgiving because I'll probably just edit it tomorrow.
You guys got any?
I was about to ask you saying anything y'all looking forward to Thanksgiving to eat? Like y'all like, I cannot wait. This is my Thanksgiving. Like, hold down right here.
I mean, I'm cooking, but I really don't like. I mean, I guess the person who cooks never feel like, I'm looking forward to this. Like, but I'm gonna try to make Parker rolls this year.
Yeah.
And I'm looking forward to doing that. But other than that, it's just like it's just blah fair.
You got your yeast and everything already? You ready?
Y'all got what?
Your yeast and everything? You ready?
Oh yeah, I got everything. I don't
I know
have to
you
do.
kept yeast at the crib. So
No, I bought some active yeast the other day.
Fleischers. It's always Fleischers. That's why I'm saying.
I got some. It was from Aldi, so
Okay.
it might be yeet.
Got some yeast. You like, man, I can't wait to take a bite of this.
Anything not turkey. Or him.
Well, I'm not.
I'm a sides person. You know that.
Besides, man, it's like,
I got my.
but nobody's side chick.
I put my turkey.
I would hope not.
I started brining my turkey at like midnight on Monday.
Okay.
So I put in. Like my mother came over to my house on Sunday after work, and she got to hook up on some vegetables. She gave me like 18 big ass zucchinis. Like she gave me some yellow squash. She gave me some oranges. She gave me some pears. Shout out to all the pears. She gave me some grapefruits. And I was just like, that didn't change my menu because I'm not going to let it go to waste. So I'm going to make me a pear, orange, and cranberry cobbler.
Okay.
Make some zucchini. So I used the oranges she gave me and I put it in the brine. So in the brine is garlic, rosemary, thyme, oranges, smoked paprika, kosher salt, sugar. Did I put something else in there? Probably not, but that's been brining, and I'm gonna bring you some turkey so you can stop shitting on turkey because my brining the turkey is the business, and I recommend anybody who keep on talking shit about turkey to brine your turkey. You doing yourself an injustice. That big ass bird, especially, I can't wait to get me some on sale turkeys and put them in the freezer.
Oh yeah, I got that deep freezer now. Shit, I can keep a stack of turkeys on the
So if you don't know how to brine, start with a Cornish game hen. Start with a chicken and move your way up because you are doing yourself an injustice saying like, this some dry ass turkey. That's because your ass dried it out. You need.
And it's so easy to cook a turkey. It really is. It's so easy to cook a bird.
Like it's so many like different like If you got a smartphone, you a drug dealer. You can buy a turkey from somewhere else. I mean, if you got a flip phone, anybody else got a smartphone, you don't have no excuse to be like, I had a dry turkey or I had a nasty turkey.
Yeah.
At this point, like with any kind of food, if you don't know how to cook it, you don't got no fucking excuse.
Yeah. It's too many options.
Ask somebody.
Too many people can tell you whatever. I'm pumped about this aligo, which is basically a half cheese, half potato. Literally, is a 1-to-1 ratio of cheese, potato, and warm cream. The cream is, I guess, what keeps the melt going on the cheese. For a little
keep
bit.
it from separating.
Yeah.
No cornstarch or nothing.
And I'm like, nah, that shit.
Okay.
I'm really excited about the fried recipe. Salted taste. It's Gruyere and or comté, russets, warm cream, salted taste.
I'm surprised that you use russet. Damn, not onion strong.
That's what the recipe called for. and of course, it asks for I think half a pound of Russ's, and because it's like small recipes, because like we said, too much is just too much. And of course, all they had at Walmart was 10-pound bags of most. So I got 10 pounds of Russ's at the crib right now.
Well, one thing, and I guess we about to pack it up, but one thing I was listening to, I was listening to a podcast, and with the one lady from the show of Michael Simon, The Chew, yeah.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, she was. He did?
No, they canceled
the
the
Chew's
show.
canceled.
Oh, okay. I was like, damn, Michael Simon. That hurt my heart.
No, man, the flag would be a half-mast in Cleveland.
Oh yeah, probably so. With sauerkraut everywhere. Yeah, throw my sauerkraut in.
Fresh made bologna and lard.
Yeah.
Streets all slippery.
So she was saying like, celebration food this time of year, and I, what she said was interesting to me. She was like, well, they only really made fried chicken once a year because that chicken that they had, or the chickens they had, were for eggs every day.
Yeah.
So at the end of the year, Christmas is coming. We got fried chicken because every other day we was using that for eggs, and that bird was probably pretty old and tough.
Yeah.
I mean, a year in bird years is like 42 years or something. I don't know. And she was like, that's why we fried it.
Yeah.
You got the juice in, but it was only like once a year, and like. We are starting to eat that food. We're deteriorating because we eat that every day.
Yeah.
Like all these everything else we ate once a year. Like this is the special time of year. That's why it was made with lard and all these gorgeous ingredients because it was something to celebrate.
It was an event. Yeah.
But now we just do it all the time. We just go hard as fuck on it. Like
I tell people all the time, they be like, "Make your macaroni and cheese." I'm like, "Look, I try to make that at a limited amount of time because it's really bad for you. It's almost more cheese than noodle. You can't be eating that all the goddamn time.
More cheese than noodles.
So that shit is real talk.
One thing I know I'm gonna do a little bit different with my mac and cheese, and I discovered it lower heat.
Okay.
I got to make sure I try to maintain a lower heat on there because it'll get too brown around the sides, and I'm like, I want to keep it bubbly and creamy. So I'm gonna make sure I do it at lower heat, turn off the oven, let it cool down, and then put it in there because
I was watching. I was telling T about that. I was watching some Maddie Matheson videos on YouTube, and he had said something about BuzzFeed videos. Because your BuzzFeed videos are like the hot shit for people who like want to learn how to do shit.
Yeah.
But he was like, BuzzFeed videos are bullshit because they show you like the ingredients and how to put them in the pan. He's like, but they don't teach you actual techniques about like how hot you got to have the temperature and when you got to do shit. And
Temperature is like,
it's fucking important.
Yeah, because
I not to try and cut you off.
Go ahead.
Sorry, but like when I made that pierogi dish like a month and a half ago, or whatever it was, it took like 45 minutes to fucking cook those vegetables down to where like I wanted them. Yeah. And like that's because I didn't have the heat all super up high. Like I didn't want to burn the shit. I just wanted to reduce them.
Yeah.
That salt, fat, acid, heat, which I know Anthony's like, I ain't like it so much.
You know what? I didn't not like the show. I didn't like her.
Okay.
Her personality didn't jump out to me. I didn't finish it, but like I did, because I read about her before. Like I even seen the show.
Yeah. And
like I dig that, but like, like most standards ovens like cook everything at 350. No, like most of the time I'd rather go under. Oh, he gone?
The Cavaliers have announced that Ciara will no longer be with the team this season as the team and his representatives address his future.
Oh, so we just fired his ass.
Oh.
We Carmelo'd him.
The headline on ESPN this morning was that he said the Cavs were tanking, and no matter what they said, they were trying to tank this year.
Oh, wow.
He blew the spot up.
Yeah.
Because
apparently he's asked for a trade twice, and they haven't traded him, and they're trying to negotiate a buyout with him, and he won't accept the buyout because he wants all his money.
Oh.
So now they're like beefing.
Well, that's unfortunate. I like, much like 50 Cent and what other person? I'll just go with 50 Cent. Like, I like his personality. I don't listen to his music much.
Yeah.
But I thought he was a pretty good personality, but that's some bullshit. Don't do that. Like, I don't fuck with Kyrie that much because he pretty much said the same thing a few years ago. Like, don't tell me what's in the sauce all the time. I don't need to know that. If y'all fucking up, y'all fucking up. Like, I never forget, it was the year before LeBron came. Kyrie was like, oh, I got another injury. Because it was one game that he sat out because, like, they were saying, like, he was going to miss 2 games because of his hand. And he was mad in the locker room, like, oh, I got another injury. I guess he clearly didn't have an injury, and they were just, like, tanking it that year. And he got mad about that. I was like, oh, this dude a bitch. I get it. I get it. Like, and I mean, I knew back then that, I guess that's why when all the other stuff came out about him, I wasn't surprised because he had bitch in his blood back then. So,
woo, shit, bitch in his blood could be a shot. might be. I might have to do some cutting, but hell yeah.
Yeah, but you don't do that like, I don't know, like, it's almost like slut shaming to a point. It's like, if a woman is willing to do certain shit to you, and then like you putting pictures out on the internet and you doing all this, you the bitch, not her.
Yeah.
You the one doing the fucked up shit. She was willing to go there with you and do these things with you in a private manner because that's what sex is. It's not something you go out and tell everybody. But when you out there telling it, you the bitch.
Hey.
That's the thing. Trust and believe. If anyone ever sends me anything, and not that I'm like seeking that shit out, that is between me and them, and not the internet shall I see.
Man, not the internet, not my best friend.
I'm not even leaning over and showing you the picture.
Oh man,
all that is
I'm not gonna say.
No, if it's someone I don't know, and I just like say someone wrong texts me a picture, I might be like, "Hey guys, what the fuck is this?"
Like Puff said, bad boys moving silence. Listen, I don't care what it is. If I find $5 on the ground, I'm not telling nobody. I'm keeping that shit to the side. Like, nah, man, I ain't find $5.
I feel like you tell me.
It's situational. Like maybe once I'm far removed out of the situation, like 5 years from now.
I don't mean within proximity, because then someone would be like, "Oh, I dropped my money," and then you gotta give it up, or you gotta be like, "I didn't find nothing." But if it's like 2 days, like say we part ways on Friday, and you come into work on Monday, like, dude, I found $5 on Friday. What's wrong with that?
That's still too close.
it's too hot.
It's too soon. Because there's somebody behind you be like, man, that was my $5, and I might feel bad to give it back to him. But like a month, 2 years, not even a month, 2 years is my thing. I got to be 2 years removed for something before I say something about it. Like I got to be far out of the situation before I be like.
I was walking one of my brothers home from school back in the day, and he and I found $25 on the ground.
Yeah.
But of course, I beat him to the money.
Did you make you split it?
I kept the 20 and I gave him the 5.
Real talk. Yeah, baby, I got you. Enjoy that. You don't even know the rest. Hey, yo, if you got a gas oven, it gets hotter than electric. You may want to put the thermometer in that bitch and watch it a little closer. That open fire be doing the damn thing. I'm telling you.
Oh yeah, electric stoves heat up fast as fuck. They're good for baking, but rough on cooking.
Eat good. Enjoy yourself. I'm thankful for all these motherfuckers right here because they are my peoples.
Eat breakfast. Don't fool yourself by not eating in the morning.
Thinking you gonna be all right.
Like you gonna fuck shit up.
Yeah.
You gonna fuck up some commas. Slow it down, Future. Don't fuck up them commas. Make sure you eat your breakfast so you can have a good meal.
Our Mr. Man is at the Real ODP on Twitter. Go follow him. Show him some love from Thanksgiving love. That's Tatum 216. That's Lunchbox 2099. I am the Internet Real 713. You have just been podcasting. I know you loved it.
Tumblr.
Peace.